Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome back to the Aleš Hřebeský Memorial Tournament 2018. I'm Steven Stamp, and we have LCC Custodes, heavy favorites here, wearing their red, going left to right. They are against the Vienna Monarchs, and unfortunately for Vienna, their captain Adrian Balash was driving into the tournament, had some car trouble. His car broke down. He had the jerseys, he had their uniforms with him. So Vienna is wearing some jerseys they've borrowed for the game, but they are all wearing their own numbers. That shot by Rainer Jakic goes a little bit high as he is dropped to the turf, and here comes Custodes back the other way. Roman Seidel handed it off. There's Prohaska, Tomasz Prohaska. The attempt to get to Jiří Kostel. He does get the ball. Go up to Petr Popia. On the crease, Prohaska takes the shot. It comes off the backboards and snagged there. Kostel with the quick shot trying to beat the shot clock. It will tick down to 0, and ball will be turned over to the Vienna Monarchs, who don't expect them to be running a ton. They have 7-8 runners in the game. One of them actually an injured player who's mostly there to serve penalties. He can't really do very much right now. It's Marvin Lerch. Lerch passes it across, can't quite connect with Jan Novotny. Novotny trying to keep it from going over and back, doesn't succeed, but at least he did manage to slow down the break, keep Schruta from being able to break up the floor. Martin Schruta was going after that ball. Once again, I'm amazed at the amount of pollen from the trees that has gotten on the computer keyboard and onto the screen. There's a chance for Prohaska, and he buries it. First goal of the game, 1:45 in. Tomasz Prohaska. And he just bounces one home. This is a very experienced Custodes squad. Most of the guys play on the Czech national team. This Vienna Monarchs team largely comprising the Austrian national club. Roger Hill has been connected with them here at the tournament. He's a friend of Martin O'Neill, my colleague at ilindoor.com. Roger traveling to check out the tournament. He's played at a high level, he's coached at a high level, he's refereed at a high level. And he was over for the trip. He's retired from his welding career.
Střílí hráč číslo 72 Tomáš Procházka, asistuje mu hráč číslo 26 Matěj Barák.
Next thing you have it, there is Roger coaching the Vienna Monarchs, coaching Team Austria and the Vienna Monarchs. All kinds of pressure on Rainer Jakic, but nice calm play to get it out. Moves it ahead to Martin Moravec. Moravec makes the pass, can't quite connect, and it is scooped up. Here comes Dominik Jaworski the other way. He's going to wait for his teammates. That's Prohaska, the goal scorer, that will take it. Tomasz Prohaska saw the cutter. Was not a lane, though, for him to get it to Tomasz Jacek. The shot goes off of Patrick Falb. Falb wearing a Barry Blizzard Sea-Lax jersey. Some pretty cool retro gear there. Nice little pickup by Rainer Jakic to take Jacek out of it. Actually says Bates on the back of his jersey. That is Tomasz Jacek. Oh, the ball snagged out of midair by Prohaska. Oh, by Jiří Kostel. And that one goes up out of play off of a Vienna player, so a fresh 30 for the Czechs. LCC Custodes, champions last year. Pešek behind the back to Prohaska. He was a little low. Petr Popia gets it back to Pešek. He's going to run across the top. Good ball movement, but then they missed the pass. Popia, though, will track it down, be the first one there. They've got 15 seconds left to get a shot off. Pešek uses the decoy, comes in, rips one home. Pešek, one of the great shooters outside of North America. This guy, he came over, played in Nova Scotia, where his friend Czech Konecny, who played for this club, was located, building a program. And as we mentioned earlier, Nova Scotia folks saying that this tournament is largely responsible for the existence of senior lacrosse in Nova Scotia, and Pešek came over to be part of that revival. 2-0, the Czechs jump ahead. Jakub Vimala pulls the ball out to himself, still got it in the back, pops it over to the front side, but loses it as he does so.
Goal scored by number 29,
he was a bit methodical about it, didn't look too confident. Here comes Jan Skokan.
Petr Popie.
Sorry, that's Martin Moravec.
LC Custodes střílí hráč číslo 29 Dominik Pešek, asistuje mu hráč číslo 73 Petr Poupě.
So this is Jan Novotny with the ball. A little unusual for everyone with them wearing the Hřebeský All-Star jerseys from a previous year. That outside shot misses. That was Skokan letting it rip. Time on the 30 will run out. And the Czechs will start with possession and move back up the floor. Martin Hodania. Up to Roman Seidel. Pešek to the near side. Kostal goes straight back to him. Popey gives it back to Pešek as well, and then sets a pick. There's the roll. And then back to Pešek, saved by Falb. Nice positioning, makes the stop, but Kostal gets the rebound. That pass doesn't connect in the front. Some nice pressure there by Marvin Lerch. Lerch had a terrific tournament in the Euro box. Ball scooped up by Peter DeFinis. Loses the ball. Prohashka, give and go. Nice save by Falb, staying up tall. Popia, fresh 30 for the Czechs. Oh, nice quick stick. Matej Barach makes the pass across under some duress as he's getting bumped, but he calmly feeds that through. You'll see Barach, 26, getting hit, but gets it across in a spot where Kostal can just, or Prohashka can just grab it and bang it home. That's an old Scotty Comer jersey, that Barry Blizzard uni that Patrick Falb was wearing. Scotty Comer, who used to organize the Love You to Death team.
By number 72,
here, that was actually named after his rock band.
Assisted by
in a different band now, still rocking it out.
LC Custodes střílí hráč číslo 72 Tomáš Procházka, asistuje mu hráč číslo 26 Matěj Barák.
That is the theme music for my podcast, Box La Beat, on NLL Radio and iTunes through Inside Lacrosse Podcasts. That is a Love You to Death riff, a Scotty Comer special, and it is fabulous. They are some pop punk rock. Czechs get the ball on the turnover. Here comes Adam Kostka. Kostka has one cutter, decides to shoot instead. Defender Novotny has lost his stick. He'll get it back. And it's picked up by Skokan. Jan Skokan gets across center. Three 0, 8 minutes into the first half. Vienna doing fairly well here with just 7 runners able to go. A little pressure, and it's actually getting close to a 10-second count. They do get it ahead to Pešek. He'll slow down and wait for the rest of the offense to get out, and they're going to have only about 14 seconds as they start to move towards the net. They go for it immediately to Kostal, can't quite connect, but it's picked up by Loskot. Usually Loskot gets the shot, but it goes just over. Oh, they're going to say it did graze the post, so they got a fresh 30. But Loskot had gone through the crease and then played the ball, so it will be Vienna possession. Skokan, head to the finish. A little behind the back, didn't quite connect. And it will be Jakub Marash with the ball, the goaltender for the Czech Republic. Absolutely brilliant last year in the finals of the European Box Lacrosse Championships, where the Czech Republic lost by 1 goal to Israel in a classic game, an instant classic at the first ever European Box Lacrosse Championships. There's Pešek. He steps around to check. Thought about letting one rip. Instead makes the pass and lets Tomas Jacek rip that one home. That is a fine finish. And Pešek, you have to respect his shooting. That makes him such a more dangerous passer. This is a nice little circle. His defender just loses him. And Jacek slips around the top. You see the first cutter drawing traffic. So important. And then Falb has very little chance as Jacek is all alone in the top.
LC Custodes, goal scored by number 8, Tomáš Jasek. Assisted by number 29, Dominik Pešek. Goal LC Custodes, střílí hráč číslo 8, Tomáš Jasek. Asistuje mu hráč číslo 29, Dominik Pešek.
Luskop behind the net, passes off to Costel. I'm going to say a moving pick along the way. This might explain why Costel was so open. Often when somebody seems to have been left alone, it does derive from a little overzealousness on the pick. Vienna with a shot from the outside. That one goes wide. From the stick of Novotny, he is racing back to defend the 2-on-1. Comes across to Kostka, who passed it across. The shot was turned away. Martin Hodania gets the ball back and will hand it off to the offense. Prohashka will start things up. Tomas Prohashka. Here comes Jacek, the last goal scorer. That one's picked off. Nice job by Jan Skokan. He's got a man ahead, and Rainer Jakic is going to go to the net himself. Shoots, saved by Marish. Marish was just almost inconsolable when the Czechs lost in that championship game last year at the EBLC, but my goodness did he have himself a game. To me, that was a coming out party for the young goaltender. That pass a little bit too far. Can't be tracked down by Emil Landgräbe. And the Czechs go right back the other way. Lushkott's shot is stopped by Falb. Gives him a little push to keep him moving through the crease. And they step back up. Kostal takes it. Ducks by his man. Lerch picks up the loose ball. He's got Landgräbe. Oh, not high enough though to Lushkott. And Dominik Pešek makes them pay. The outlet pass was headed up for Landgräbe, but Lerch didn't put quite enough under it. And Lushkott was able to pick it off. There's Dominik Pešek, who finished it, and he is absolutely lethal around the net. You can see there's no chance for Falb. You can trust that there's no chance for Falb. Here we go. Look at that. Nobody near him as Landgräbe was breaking up the floor, which would have been great had the pass gotten there. Just a little bit short by Marvin Lerch. Peter Finnish working hard after that faceoff.
LC Custodes, goal scored by number 29, Dominik Pešek.
And
Assisted by number 18, Jiří
Loskop. Looks for the give
number
and go,
9, Jiří Košťál.
decided to go a different way.
Goal
Knocked
LC
down by
Custodes, střílí hráč
Jan
číslo
Skokan.
29, Dominik Pešek.
He's looking to see if somebody's
Asistuje
coming
mu
off the
hráč
bench to
číslo
join him. He's
18, Jiří Loskop.
old
A
school
hráč
lacrosse.
číslo
You run
9,
up, you
Jiří
run back.
Košťál.
Not a whole lot of help coming with only 2 subs. They're going to have to play a lot of lacrosse. They're actually doing quite well to hang in there at 5-0. Kostal was thinking about going after that one, but Skokan got there. Here's Emil Landgräbe. Skokan, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Looks like that one was wide. The 30 will expire, but Vimala had it anyway. Passes ahead to Popia. A nice save by Falb on Petr Popia. Vimala all over Rainer Jakic as he comes out with the ball, though. Nice job by Jakic. And Vienna will walk up into the offensive zone. To finish battling down low with Antonin Gottwald. That pass is scooped right out of midair, and away goes Adam Kostka. He outruns his man, shoots, saved by Falb, or did he miss the net? Doesn't matter as the rebound comes right back to Vienna. They get it ahead. Marvin Lerch trying to spin away. He wanted to go down low, wound up circling up towards center where Mate Barak is trying to push him over. Now Barak comes up with the ball. He's got Hodania ahead. He's going to shoot shot. He's going to take the shot. Good decision. It's a good take with Hodania having a defender between them. But Falb makes the stop. Nice swim move. Splits the double team. Jan Skokan going to the net. Shoots, save. It's rolling between Jakob Marsh's legs. They look up. That's a good effort by Jan Novotny. You can reach in and grab that ball if it's loose. If it's under the goalie's stick, you can't rake his stick or try and knock it
Skončila první
underneath,
perioda
underneath it,
utkání
but
mezi
you can
domácími
dig for the
LC
ball if it's in
Custodes
there
a Vienna
and lose.
Monarchs. Stav utkání je
5-0
5-0 pro LC
LCC
Custodes.
Custodes over
The
the Vienna
first period
Monarchs at the
between
half. I'm
teams
Steven
LC
Stample taking a
Custodes
quick
and
break.
Vienna
We'll be back
Monarchs.
with
Score
more
is
from the
5-0 for
Aleš Hřebeský
LC
Memorial.
Custodes.
Aha, we have the kiss cam going on. Didn't even notice. It was up on the screen. But we are back to the Aleš Hřebeský Memorial. Looks like the kiss cam is focusing on the ladies today. Some are willing to play along a little more than others. Jakub Vimala comes up with the loose ball, goes into the net. Great trail check by Emil Landgrave. Then the ball is pitchforked up into the air, and the Czechs come back up with it. LCC Custodes in possession.
5-0 for LC Custodes.
It's a little pick from Kustel. Matej Barak has lost his footing. That long pass sails into the crowd, snagged by somebody in the second row. Here comes Dominik Pešek. Looks like Vienna's going to go with 4 defenders, let the Czechs play 5-on-4 and hope to get a break the other way as Marvin Lerch is up the floor. Prohaska got off to the bench quickly to get a defender out. Lerch spins through the double team, but Barak flattens him, and then Gottwald lands on top of him. Marvin Lerch may be reconsidering that strategy. Here's another chance. This time he's got room. Lerch coming in all alone. Save. This is Radek Skala in net now. No, it is still Jakub Mariš, my bad. Mariš staying in net. Actually, I believe he's the only goal they have today dressed. Looks like, do not see a backup on the bench. Popia behind the back as he was shoved out of position by Martin Moravec. And Moravec with the long pass ahead, and that's not going to get there. Jan Novotny was just kind of backing away. Had to come to that pass, and it's scooped up by Pavel Popia. And finishing at the other end, Prohaska again. Well, sorry, that's Jiří Kostel on that one. Vimala battling for it. It's Jaworski who comes up with the ball, runs immediately into the offensive zone.
Gol LC Custodes, střílí hráč číslo 9 Jiří
Prohaska will
Košťál.
slow things down, wait for his
LC
teammates to
Custodes,
get
goal
out.
scored by number 9 Jiří Košťál.
17 on the shot clock. Pešek surveying, gets the pass back, lets one go. That got away from him. Didn't catch the shooter very well, and he headed up into the mesh above the boards. I'm Steven Stamp. This is the 2018 Aleš Hřebeský Memorial. Very pleased to be here in Radotín, in the beautiful city of Prague. Emil Landgrebe. Rainer Jakic gives it off to Laric, who takes a shot. That one goes well wide. Koska almost picked it up, but it was Novotny that came up with it. Did that get through? Yeah, fresh 30. Oh, that's a big hit by Gottwald. Marvin Laric had no idea Gottwald was coming and turned just as the defender got back from the other end of the floor and flattened him with a nice solid cross check to the chest. Great job by Landgrebe to snag that ball. Trying to fight through 3 Custodes. Rusty Gacek gets through them all. Oh, Jacek gets it loose, but Landgrebe tracks it down, keeps it from going into the bench. He's banged into the boards. Still fighting. Somebody go help him. There it is. He rolls it ahead to Laric. He gets hit. Custodes all over these Monarchs. But that was a heck of an effort. And then snagged by Jan Skokan. Skokan will glide along. Popia, he loves that Rusty Gates swinging check behind the back. And then the big hit again. Gottwald laying the body on, and they get the turnover. Custodes are using every chance they get to work on their game. They're not going to let up just because the opponent is short some players. That one's going to go over and back. And that should be a delay of game penalty to Matej Barak. Referee Rob Clark says, oh, he was there. I thought that was already touched down. Should have probably been a minute for delay of game to Barak. That's kind of Vienna's big hope here, is that they can get some players left up the floor and get them the ball for a breakaway and hopefully beat Jakub Maraš. Nice grab, regaining possession. No reset because the Czechs hadn't gotten control of the ball. So an outside rip by Marvin Laric. Now Hodania with the long pass to Pešek. He feeds Barak, but he gets just past him. Pešek gets it before it goes into the crease. Skokan is there. Landgrebe tries to pick up Prohaska. Nice save, foul, kicking out the leg. And that ball's going to roll up to center. Hodania couldn't come up with it. Marvin Laric with a great effort. He is a gritty young ball player. Love the way this kid plays the game. He has got some talent too. He'll leave it there for Skokan. Vienna taking their time. They've got 13 on the shot clock. There's a shot now. Stopped by Maraš. Gets ahead to Roman Seidel. Man off the bench. Nice job by Skokan to get a tip on it. Keep the ball from getting through to Luskot. Usually Luskot still putting pressure on Skokan. Switches hands, swims his way up past center. Boy, these Czechs are feisty. They love to dig and poke and wrap and do anything they can to try and get that ball loose from the ball carrier. That one's knocked loose. Here comes Luskot all alone on Falb. Falb stays deep and steps sideways to knock it out. Great save by the young goaltender. Czechs regain possession. Tried to hit the cutter through the middle. Barak couldn't catch the pass. Now he picks it up off the back boards. Matej Barak gets it back from Košťál. Popia to Jacek to Pešek. To Popia to Pešek. Jacek with the shot and Falb with the save. All that work generated a good shot, but Falb denies the chance. Of course, the rebound bounces straight back to Custodes. And another save by Falb. He's standing his ground and making some great stops. Prohaska, Košťál right in front. Jacek bounces it home. The run of saves had to stop at some point and ended right there with Tomas Jacek bouncing that one between the legs of Patrick Falb. We'll have a timeout taken by Vienna and they are just gassed. Yes, they're fairly short games, but when there's only 7 of you, you're running constantly. That's a real challenge to complete this game. Here's that last play. Actually, what didn't go 5-hole, he just went over to the far side. Tomasz Jacek. Nice chat before the game with Philipp Brosch of Bundeswehr and a member of the German national team. Thanking me for the coverage, and I just want to say thanks to the Aleš Hřebeský Memorial. I'm honored to be a part of this tournament, to be brought over to do this, do these games, and it is absolutely my pleasure to bring everyone watching and listening all the action, which at the moment is focused around a 7-0 lead for LCC Custodes. Jakob Wimela facing off with Peter de Finnis. Patrick Phelps says, yeah, no, I'm good, I'm here, as he walks into the crease. Nobody actually checked that he was there.
Assisted by number 9,
We're past the midway point of the second half. Vienna's been shut out so far. Lars picks it up, tries to pick it up with one hand. Roger Hill will be over on the bench saying 2 hands. He'll be happy with that. 2 hands by Lerch. He scoops up. Yeah, Roger was clapping when he saw Lerch come up with it. Here's a shot on the run and a goal. Nice finish by runner Jakish. It's just beautiful placement by Jakish. Nobody comes out to him. Dominik Pesek caught on defense and not really his strength. You can see he just did not get out and provide any pressure, so Jakish takes advantage, steps in several steps, and bounces that one through. I see Jan Novotny get the assist for pass that one over.
Number 14, Ryan Čekiš. Goal Vienna Monarchs, střílí hráč číslo 14, Ryan Čekiš.
Batted the ball along to Loskot. Oh, a cutter down low was Kostal. They didn't see him. And Prohaska will just set up over along the far boards. A little over 6 minutes to go here in the second half. 2 15-minute halves. Running time, except for the last minute of play. Loskot with the rip. And the 30-second clock was showing zeros by the time the ball had settled to the bottom of the net down on the floor. But he got it off and in time. In lacrosse, it's not when it leaves the stick, it's when it crosses the line. It has to do so before the shot clock gets to zeros, but he makes it just in time with that high rip. Great angle to see Loskot circle around, step into the open and go back against the grain. Patrick Phelps just kind of waves at it as it goes by.
Goal LC Custodes, střílí hráč číslo 18, Jiří Loskot.
Matej Barak tried to hit the cutter. It comes back to Loskot off the board. He slipped and fell as he tries to reach back against his momentum. The ball bounced off the boards and came to him as he was popping back up after he'd fallen. There's Petr Popia behind the back, right on the crease. Oh, lovely touch. Popia to Pesek, right to the back of the net, and that is a beautiful play. This is the kind of passing you expect to see. And the finish, Pesek going up high and keeping his right foot up as he taps this one home so he doesn't land in the crease. You can see the left foot is good, and he keeps the right up until the ball is in the back of the net. Great play by Popia and Pesek. Jaworski coming to take the face-off, giving Jakob or Kuba Wimela, who is the poster boy for the tournament this year.
The AHM tournament has number 29, Dominik Pesek. Assisted by number 73,
true to life up there, holding the ball.
Goal LC Custodes,
with the shot. That one's in. Patrick Falb was standing still in case it was caught up in his gear, but it was in the back of the net, and it is 10-1. This is the point where the fatigue's starting to set in for Vienna. They just are not able to keep up. And even the Scotty Comer jersey can't help Patrick Falb to make that stop. So about just over 3.5 minutes to go. I'm Steven Stamp. This is AHM 2018. Use the hashtag AHM 2018 if you're tweeting. Love to see you on Twitter.
By number 29,
My
Dominik
phone has a little
Pešek.
trouble getting onto the Wi-Fi network here. So.
Střílí hráč číslo
Oh, there's a
18,
shot by Seidel. That one bounces in.
Hráč
I was
číslo
gonna say,
29,
when I have a
Dominik
computer,
Pešek.
I can do some tweeting. So love to see everyone talking about the AHM. Roman Seidel, not normally a scorer, but you wouldn't know it from this play as he looks quite comfortable ripping that one, taking the pass as he comes down the slot right in the middle of the turf and bounces that one home. Vimala and DeFinis for the face-off.
Custodes goal scored by number
Maybe a little chat with
78,
Frank
Roman
Lawrence as
Seidel.
his hand kind of
Assisted by
slipped on his
number
stick.
9, Jiří Košťál.
He tries to strip
Goal
up Barak. And oh, what a goal. Matej Barak gets the stick-on-stick check from DeFinis and is still able to finish this with one hand. Never does get the other hand. You see, he reaches out, gets checked, comes up with one hand and just dunks it to the far side just inside the post. What a great play. Good effort by DeFinis to try and strip him. I'm not sure what else you do as a defender who's just lost the faceoff. And you're going back trying to check, and you get that chop down onto the stick of Matej Barak, and he just doesn't look like the biggest guy, but he is a strong young lacrosse player.
Custodes goal scored by number 26,
and he's able to handle it with one hand.
Barak.
Vimala from the back over to Petr Popia. He tried to get it to Lushkot. Did eventually come up with the ball, but now it is knocked away. That's Marvin Lerch. The Austrian team packing it in defensively. Popia gets the rebound off the Jasek shot. Minute and a half to go here in this Custodes versus Vienna game. Shot clock expires, so it will be Monarchs possession. 1:34 to go precisely as we restart play. Lerch spins off the check, but Hodania comes down on a stick, knocks it loose. Lerch still working for it. Eventually it's Gottwald that comes up with it. He has the ball knocked out of his stick on the check by Jan Skokan, but he does track it down into the boards and comes up with it. Has Seidel up top, but he goes to the cutter instead. Good decision for Hashka coming off the bench. Quick catch and shoot. That is 3 for Prohashka. You can see Gottwald, hands very close together on the shaft of the stick. An unusual, unorthodox style there. He had him tight to try and scoop the ball up in tight quarters, and he came up with it and just kind of kept the hands there as he circled behind the net. Vimala and DeFinis again. Vimala pulls it out. Barak has it. Vimala goes to the bench to get the forwards out.
Custodes goal scored by number 72.
And there's a goal by Lushkot.
Assisted by number 5, Antonín Gottwald. Goal LC Custodes, střílí hráč číslo 72, Tomáš Procházka.
On the Vienna Monarchs,
5, Antonín Gottwald.
they just aren't able to stay with this talented and driven Custodes team. DeFinis knocks the ball out, but can't get there in time to pick it up. Hodania throws it ahead. Popia to Jasek. Great arm save by Patrick Falb. Throws the wing out, knocks it aside.
Assisted by number 18, Jiří
behind the net. Looked like he was thinking about going for a jump dunk. Throws out to Popia instead. Behind the back. Hodania goes for Jasek. Bounces up high and is grabbed there. Novotny running the floor. Nice wheels. Shoots off the shoulder of Jakob Marish. On his offside. May have wanted to get that across to Landgrebe. Here's Gottwald. Great trail check. Landgrebe followed him the length of the floor after 29 and a half, almost 30 minutes of playing a 7-man roster here at the Aleš Hřebeský. That is great effort by Emil Landgrebe, and that's the kind of work that is going to make this team better as they progress. That'll do it. The final score 14-1 in
Končilo utkání
favor
mezi
of
domácími LC
LCC
Custodes a Vienna
Custodes. I'm Steven
Monarchs.
Stamp.
Stav
This
utkání
is the Aleš
14-1
Hřebeský
pro
Memorial
LC
in
Custodes.
Rodatine. Thanks for being with us.
Between
Watch
teams
all of the
LC
games right
Custodes
here
and
on the
Vienna
YouTube
Monarchs.
channel.
Score is
We'll see you next time.
14-1 for LC Custodes.